Hello everybody, welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and here are three important things to pay attention to for the upcoming trading week. Now, last week we had CPI numbers, we had PPI numbers, and those numbers were far lower than expected, which shocked the markets. There was jubilation abound as the equity markets shot up. We saw some pretty nice moves in the indexes overall, but really, what does it mean going forward? Does it mean that the Fed can be less aggressive with regards to raising rates? Well, we don't know yet. It's still just 2 points worth of data that happened last week, but the markets rejoiced with that optimistic view of inflation being under control. Now, I don't really have any hardcore inflation data coming out this week, but I do have some very important data for us to check out. Let's start things off with the earnings calendar. Now, last week we had like 1,200 companies reporting. This week, it's a snooze fest with regards to the quantity. We'll have 342 reporting, but there are some very big names. Monday, we don't have anybody reporting earnings, but on Tuesday, you might remember Walmart a few weeks back saying, we're not optimistic about our markets, our sales, our growth going forward, and the markets took a sharp decline. Well, they report on Tuesday, so does Home Depot and Allegiant Technologies. On Wednesday, another big retailer, Target, Lowe's, TJ Maxx, and Cisco reporting earnings. Thursday, Applied Materials, Kohl's stores, Ross stores, and Estee Lauder, and even more retailers on Friday. You got John Deere, Foot Locker, and The Buckle. So if you are trading anything to do with that retail sector, this could have a significant impact on that market sector because there's just so many darn retailers reporting this week. And of course, I'm only showing you a snippet. Make sure you check your earnings calendar so that you don't get caught holding a stock during earnings announcement. All right, moving on to the big stuff. Housing. Now, as I mentioned before, GDP is made up about 15% from the housing market. That's a significant portion. We've seen GDP declining aggressively, largely due to housing. Now, there are 4 announcements happening this week. We start things off early in the week, as you can see up there at the top. NAHB Housing Market Index coming on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll give us an indication as to the prices of homes around the United States. On Tuesday, we've got building permits and housing starts. That's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the big daddy down here at the bottom is existing home sales. That's Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is very important because what we've been seeing is a pretty significant trend of price reductions of homes for sale, which is a new thing. We've seen them just skyrocketing, and all of a sudden sellers are lowering their offering prices because buyers just aren't buying. That might be a reflection of the increase of the 30-year mortgage rates. It might be an increase due to supply, and people are like, hey, too much competition, I have to lower my prices. What we will get is a clear indication of the health of the housing market and what is really going on with existing home sales on that Friday report, which could be a big impact for the markets on Friday. And finally, retail sales. We talk so much about the U.S. being a spending economy, and we're seeing the data get a little bit rosier with regards to jobs. We're seeing inflation start to become a little bit better. So retail sales numbers are also going to be released. That's Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I brought this picture up just to show you that it's nothing like exceptionally wild. It's been actually rather flat over the past couple of months. And it's really expected to be going sideways as well. So anything that's an outlier from the expected data is usually what will cause big surges up and down. Now, the good news for us is we do have a good barometer for what might happen with the retailers this week, with Target and Ross stores and Walmart reporting earnings. However, these types of announcements, while they may not seem that significant to most traders, can have significant market moves as those are released and people try to anticipate how the companies making up this index will be moving on that specific day. So retail is an important one, going to be happening on Wednesday. That, my friends, is your Monday Morning Must Knows. We'll see you next week.